Hi everyone, hope you're well. So in today's episode we're going through a solo raid guide. So solo raid's new introduction which has just been updated. So weekly you introduce from stages 1 to stage 50. Each time you complete a stage you get different rewards, and then you also can see your leaderboards in your clan or worldwide for all the players against the world. So I'm going for each stage, try to go as far as I can. Unfortunately, I can only get up to stage like 40 plus. I'm trying my hardest to get to stage 50 so I can do a complete guide. In the meantime, I'll show you how to do each stage. So which cards are used, which tactics. I'll put like body parts, which cards are used around the screen. But yeah, let's begin. So stage 1. So low jack, because this is level 1, you pretty much use any card, doesn't really matter. Any card, you can use any card in this one because it's super weak. So you see some of these, like for example, this is level 1 card. So even if it's low level, it should still be fine. So using a low level one as an example. This one, I always start with torso or head because they're normally the ones with the most health. So it just saves you having to go around each item very frantically. So I have found that the Titan Lord's the shoulders are the weakest item on the body at the moment. So the arms being super weakest. But yeah, see, even with a level 1 card, the weakest card out of all of them, you should still be able to kill it absolutely fine. So any card on stage 1 really doesn't matter. Stage 2, Juck. Normally there's different tactics. Normally it says I don't attack both legs, but again, because it's super low, normally up to the first 10 stages you shouldn't have any problem, but I will go through which ones. Again, it doesn't matter which one, you know, if you've got low level ones. At this point I probably would pick either the strongest card out of the 3, just to make sure that you're completing them in one hit. You don't have to, but for example, like this is these two are the highest level cards. This is probably the strongest out of the 3. But just to be safe, sorry, just pick the highest level card at the moment. You should be able to one-shot them all, to do 1 card on each round for the first 10 stages. But so for the moment, again, I just start with the torso, head, and then move around the limbs. Just because normally I said the torso and the head have the highest amount of health, so it just saves me having to frantically change attacks continuously. Stage 3, Juck, exactly the same. Normally don't attack both legs to start with, so just start with torso, head. So these ones, again, pick the highest one. You are use the exact same card. Start with the belly. And then head. And then you can move on to the rest of the limbs, which is super easy to do. Done. And now we're going on to round 4. This one, when it gets to Juck, I will use Swarm just because it's one of the highest level and it hits all body parts. So it saves me having to move around. You don't have to. This is just me being lazy because I know that card's a decent size level. If you haven't got Swarm at a high level, again, I'll pick your highest card out of those 3 and then stick with that. But because, as I mentioned, once one body part is killed, move to the next one. So don't hit just skeleton because skeleton won't do anything. But the reason I chose Swarm is because it was quite high level, and it's just so I can hit all body parts at once. So the next one, number 5, low jack. So low jack's a little bit different. Low jack, normally you don't attack left hand. These are raid tactics, so you don't normally hit the left hand on that one. So again, it's just body types. So out of all of them, so they still got body type there, they're quite strong. Out of all of these cards, I'll probably use just the double decks, so the ones with 2 cards, because they will produce more power. Now it's up to you which ones to attack. I'll probably do one of these 2, preferably this one, because that's just, well, they're both pretty strong. But again, whichever one is the highest combination out of these 2, I'll pick these 2 first. If you're having trouble, if you're having a bit of a hard time at level 5, so I'll just do that one first. Again, I'm just starting with stomach and then moving around to head and then limbs. that should be able to do it on that leg. There you go. That's that done. Okay, now we're going on to stage 6. This is Mocha, which is normally don't attack the stomach, the torso. But it doesn't really matter at these low levels, you can attack anything. You wouldn't use that because at the moment it's just still body type. So if it's a blue bar, it means it's body. If it's got a grey bar, it means it's armoured. So this one wouldn't work too well because that's for basic damage in armour. That'd be okay. As Victory March is when there's no body parts, when you can just see skeletons. The more skeletons you have, the more damage. So out of all 4 of these, the best one would be that one and this one. So number 1 and number 4 will be 2 of the best cards to use in this instance, not these 2. So I'll do the again I'll do the swarm first because it attacks multiple body parts, and if that doesn't smash it through, then use number 4. But you should be able to do it just with the first deck, but it depends what level cards you have. So I'll do head this time. Now in a normal cam raid instance you wouldn't be attacking the torso, but this is solo raid, so it doesn't really matter. You normally attack all of them anyway. And just move into any body parts. Just make sure you're smashing them all, really. I should be able to do it in just this instance. Yeah, there you go. So, still managed to do it in time. So, normally it's the stomach, head, and legs have the most health. So, I'll concentrate on these ones just because it saves me having to move around quickly. And we're doing now on to Solo Raid 7. Juck don't attack both legs. Same instance, you wouldn't use that one because that's for armor, and Victory March when there's less body parts. Again, Victory March, less body parts. So I'll use that one. So that's the one out of all 4 of them. I'll use that one first. And if I did run out and I didn't have time, it depends. If there is not that many, if I've already killed most of the parts, I'll probably use that one next. That is quite strong. But so it depends which one's a higher level card. So if that's high level, or if that's high level out of those 2. So that would be your second choice. But first choice would be number 1. So just tickle his belly, then its head, and then move around his limbs quickly. Shoulders, hands, head, shoulders, knees and toes, done. And then moving on to round 8. Tarot is normally don't attack both shoulders, both hands, right leg. So it's normally like that, but again it's solo raids, it doesn't really matter. So let's look at these ones. So again, when you use Victory March, I'll probably use Swarm. I'll use Swarm first, and then either one of these 2, depending which level cards are the highest. Maybe that one, because that's been given a bit of a buff, so it's a bit stronger than it was before. But again, it'd be if these are both, like for example, level 1, but these are level 5, then you might be better off with your high level cards. It all depends what level of your cards you got. So, but I'll do Swarm first because my Swarm is very high at the moment. So I am tickling that belly, and then once I've done the belly, I'll move on to the head and then attack the rest. See, so it's starting to take a bit longer to take care of the stomach now, the torso. But I reckon I should be able to kill it in this one attack. Yep. Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 seconds left. It's fine. Now on Portal 9. Okay, again, of this one, you could use Fusion if you want to. So Fusion is basically attacking several body parts, or several parts, with a little circle motion going around, which is good for attack call. Again, Swarm would be quite good as well because attack calls, and they're singular attacks, which are quite strong. So it depends which one are high level cards. You can see this one's level 12, and these ones are lower level. So obviously I would pick that one. But to start with, I picked one of these 2 because again, With fusion, you attack all parts, and with swarm, it attacks all parts as well. Even though in this instance I'll probably use swarm first, I'll use fusion because I'd like to show you how to use fusion, so the attack patterns and the timing you would do with it, just out of basically good practice. So I'll use fusion deck first, just in case you do have a high level fusion. So in this instance I use body parts attack, and then if there's a couple body parts left, I'll probably use this one because these are the higher level cards to finish it off. So for fusion, you literally count to 1, 2 in your head or out loud, and then move on to the next body part. So small circles, so you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You basically keep doing that. You just count to 2 seconds in your head or out loud, and you just move on to each body part until they explode. So this one is starting to explode now. I run out of limbs, so I'm counting a bit longer in my head until it explodes. So I've managed to do it with one attack, but that's how you use your fusion deck. So you start with the head. So head, shoulder, hands, leg, stomach, down to the other leg, hand, shoulder, and round in that pattern. So it's kind of like a circle, but you move up a bit for the stomach. That's the easiest way to do it, and just count basically 2 seconds, and that'll be how to do the fusion. Now for stage 10. Now we got to stage 10. It's got armor, so we have to like change it up a bit into our tactics. It does get a bit more thought processed here. So again, this is for body parts. You wouldn't use that yet. This is for armor, so this could be a possibility. Not that one, not that one. So that's a good torso deck only, and that's a good again to move to basically take care of the armor. Now because that's very low, I'm going to start with torso because my torso card is really high level. So at level 13 and level 11 moonbeam, and also the torso is one of the highest HP levels. So I'm going to do torso first, just so I can take as much health out of the stomach as I can. And saying this is my instance because I've got high level torso cards. Obviously if you haven't, then you might use the previous armor bashing card. So let's take care of the stomach first. After stomach, I'll move on to the head because that should be the second highest one, just so I can take care of some of that armor for the next round. Smash that out. When I make it in time to take off the armor. Yeah, so I took off that armor. Okay, so we didn't kill it in one round, but we should be able to do it on the second round. So in this one, again, it's totally up to you what you want to if you want to do. You can either use, if you haven't, this is all about your level cards really. So in this instance, I can either choose to reduce the armor on the rest of the body parts, and then use my last attack on a high level body damaging attack, which is this one, or I can straight off use that on my head to damage it, and which might be enough, and then move on to the limb, which again the shoulders is quite weak, so I'll probably move on to the shoulder next because it looks like there's just enough, it's halfway there, so I might be able to kill it on its head with the health bar there, and then move on to the shoulder. So I could use that tactic, or I can rip off the armor and then use the health. But I'm going to go for the head first, just because these cards is the highest level cards out of all of them. So I'm very confident I can smash completely ruin the head, and then still have time left over to take care of maybe shoulder and arm, even if it's not. Yeah, like that, exactly like that. See, now I'm moving different body parts. There you go, exactly what I thought, because it's ridiculous. Because I've got these quite high level, that's why I chose to do that card. But then if the armor card was more high level, I would have chosen to do the armor card. So to basically look at which cards is the highest and pick. You can try one. If it didn't work, try the other one. You would have enough farming these rune stones to try it again and again. So sterile, it's normally like they attack both shoulders and hands, but again, it doesn't really matter. So these cards, so victory march, you wouldn't use that yet. You could use that, but these are low level for me. Again, these are armor reducing cards. This one's for the torso, so you could use that to reduce the armor for the torso, and then use that to finish it off. I will probably do that. I'll reduce the armor torso and the stomach, and then if there's some attacks left over, I move to the head, and then I use that to like finish it off. So that'll be my tactic for this one. I'll probably do it in 2 rounds. So let's smash that stomach. So that just ripped the torso. Let's remove the head armor. When I'm doing that, I'm just going to reduce some more armor. Don't have to. I think that'll be enough to kill it anyway. I might as well just take care of all the armor with this card. So that's pretty much all the armor taken care of on the first round, which is perfect. So now it is pretty bare. So we can use the next deck, this deck, and if these are low level, then you could use these ones. If they're higher level than these ones, you've got choice of these 2 now. But so I'll choose these because they're high level for me. Again, start from stomach and make my way around, but I think it should be killed by after I finish the head. Just tickling its belly. I reckon. Yeah, I think head will help enough. No, maybe shoulder as well. Oh, it looks like I just didn't make it in time, just with 1 or 2 seconds. That's a shame. Again, if I didn't make it on that attack, I can use the last one. But look, 2.42k, just so little. Oh, there you go, done. Oh, such a shame. I could do it in 2 attacks and 2 rounds. Oh well. And now we move on to Porter 12. Okay, so we've got a choice of limb attacks. That's with no armor attack. That's armor reducing attack, and again that one. So choice at the moment, because we need to get rid of the armor, would be deck 4 or deck 1. Now this one is a flank shot. So basically, it attacks if it takes the attack's armor. When armor's gone, it will then attack the body part. So what would be good is using that on the limbs to basically reduce the health of the limbs as you go around. But that's also a very high level card, which does just armor damage completely. So because that's higher level than those 2, I'll probably pick number 4 first, just to reduce all the armor as I can, because that works on all body parts, not just limb. I'll probably do stomach, head, and then make my way around. So this round, I'm just trying to rip off as much armor as I can. Take care of that. Let's do head. Move on to limbs now. So I'm just trying to rip off all the armor for the first one. I should be able to do it all in 1 round. There you go. Now that I've reduced all the limbs, I'm just concentrating on one body part. Head, torso, it doesn't matter. So all the limbs, all the armor's gone on the first round. So now it's to pick body part. So we've got a choice of 2 or 3. Ancestral Favour is slightly higher. I think I'll give that a go first. If that doesn't completely damage it, I'll do the barrage as the second one. So because that's slightly higher, I'm going to give that one a go first. Okay, starting with stomach. Just tickling its belly. Then patting on its head. See if we can do it in this round. To the head. If at any point none of these cards or attacks are working, it's just a simple case of doing more clan raids to get more dust to level up your cards. Unfortunately that's the only way you can progress further. I managed to do it on 2 rounds, so that's good. It's just leveling up your cards really. So now we're number 13. So we've got, okay, so this frag which takes care of armor. And that's for 1 body part. That's again razor wings when there's no armor, and that's limb, so that's good. But this one, it's frag and swarm, so probably use that because I'm trying to take care of much armor as I can. So I'll start with stomach and head, and that's just after a few seconds should start attacking all body parts. And if after taking care of the armor and stomach, I'll move up to the head to take care of that armor. And then if I see any other armor that's still not taken care of as well, I'll quickly move on to that. So now the head's done. So move on to the shoulder, and then the hand, leg, and that's taking care of some of it, half of it, which is still alright. Which one should we do next? So I've got again exactly the same as before. I'm going to choose these because we've got exposed quite a lot of body parts. It's now the case of getting rid of those exposed parts. So it's one of these two, whichever one's highest, and I'll go for that one because that's the same as last one, highest one. And yeah, just bashing away. And then moving on to the head. Stomach or head. See how we can do. Oh, a bit left. Oh, didn't make it in time. Just a little bit of health left. What a shame. It's alright, last attack. You might be able to do that in 2 attacks. Again, use that one. 29k. Oh, so close. Is that them? That one. There you go, done. Portal 14. Take down a normal raiding attack would normally be attack all body parts. So let's have a look what we got here. So again, that's frag is good for taking care of armor. We wouldn't use that until armor body parts exposed. That's torso only, which could be good. That's fusion attack, which is attack all. That's to deal damage against Titan Lord body. So that's only fusion against body parts. So even though it's good, because these are low and it's just for exposed parts, it wouldn't be as good. So the ones I'll probably use will be either torso only, because these are very high level, or that again because it's a frag and it takes care of armor. I'm going to do torso only because it's quite high HP. It has quite high health, and so I should be able to reduce, well, basically get rid of the armor completely and hopefully destroy the stomach completely. And then after this, I'll move on to the next frag one, unless I've managed to rip off more armor as well. So we see like how the first round of attack helps deals. So it looks like we absolutely just demolished the stomach. Then that was well easy. I went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. I'm trying to take rid of the head armor. Take that off. Okay, that demolished the stomach a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. That's good. So next one, I'm going to move on to the armor type. So I'm going to use that to expose as much armor as I can. And then I used another deck to finish off the body parts. So I'll expose the armor now. Expose the body parts, I mean. Let's have a look. Get rid of the armor. We want to be exposing as many body parts as we can. And if we've got time left, we can hopefully destroy the shoulder as well. Oh, nearly got 2 shoulders then. Well, now we've got exposed body parts. We have a choice. Again, you can use a fusion because obviously you'll be attacking body parts, which does extra damage as well. Or you can use Razor in and Barrage, or this one. Now, because this is quite low level, and again that's low level, this is the highest level, I probably would be choosing, if you've exposed all body parts, I'll probably be choosing one of these two. Now if your fusion and inspiring force is quite high level, I'll choose the fusion technique as shown earlier, but in my instance this is much higher for me, so I'll use this card instead. And this is my last attack, so I need to get it. I'm pretty confident I should be able to do it. So you just need to take care of the head first and then move around to the rest of the limbs. Ah, yeah. Easy, got 100 100k now. There goes the head. Shoulder, hands. Oh, I said very confident, but that. Oh, just with like on the 0 second, just. It's because I'm using look at my tap counts 582. It's because I'm using a mouse instead of using my phone. My taps per count are a bit lower. So again, you got frag swarm. This is for Tidal's body, so we wouldn't use swarm on that one yet. That's good for getting rid of armor as well, so that's good. You got 3 card, 3 card, and 3 cards. So these ones are quite powerful. So ideally, you want to be using these if you can. As I said, this is head, and this is for affliction part. So that's very low level though. So I'll probably use this one first because this is the most highest level, and because I use 3 cards as opposed to all these ones, I'll probably smash the head completely and then see if I can move the armor of the other ones to make way for this. You could use that. If these is really high level, that should take care of all of it, but it's not guaranteed. So I want to make sure I can at least destroy one body part completely, and then move on to the next one. So after this, I'll probably move on to stomach, because again, stomach's got very high level. I say very high level. It's got decent level. So head was easy to take care of. That's it, done. Now let's get rid of some armor. I want to get rid of much armor as I can for the next body part attack. So we got rid of quite a lot of armor on that attack. I'm quite happy with that. Pretty much all of it. Yeah, all of it. Nice. And nearly another body part. So that was a very good round. So this one, I'm going for the body part one because we've got all the exposed body parts. Starting from stomach. Smash that. Looking at the health, I think this stomach and leg should be plenty. Oh, just stomach. Awesome. Stomach was enough. Perfect. Now we're on to number 16. Let's look which ones we got. So we've got limb only. That's pretty good, even if with armor. That's pretty good as well, but that'll be one body part. We wouldn't use that because again it has to be exposed skeletons. Again, that's very good for limb. That's with armor as well. That's very high as well, but that's for Title Lord body, so it's exposed body part. And fusion as well, but this is for Title Lord's armor. Now because it's fusion and swarm, it's not as good because you would be moving around, so swarm wouldn't have that much chance to activate as much. So I probably wouldn't use that, even though it does look good. So it's a choice of not that one, either that one, because I want to get rid of the armor, or that one. I would probably use that one because that's a much lower level. So that one's high level as opposed to the other one. So I'll probably use that one on limb. So starting from the limbs around, and then try to get the head and stomach in. I should be able to get the armor taken off quite quickly in this one. Yeah. Come on. Need to be quicker. Douche. 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 And then move on to the head. If we can remove the head armor, that'd be amazing. And stomach. Let's get rid of it all. Get rid of it all. Want to make it in time? Yeah, just in time. Awesome. So that's all the armor taken off. So now it's time to destroy its health. So we're left with, again, no point doing that because that's for our armor swarm. So that would be quite good. That'd be quite strong because again, it's got high level cards and that's for body attack. Not that one because again, if we be exposed skeletons, that'd be quite good. And again, limb, that'd be quite good for limb. But because I want to do our head and torso quite strong, I'm choosing between either 2 and 5. Because you got the totems swarm between the point you're attacking, it would be good to aim for one. Well, basically attacking in one point at one time. Because we've got several areas we need to attack. I'll probably use that one first, and if that doesn't work, then maybe that one. But that is high level. Oh, dilemma. Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to use totem because that's high level. I'm going to use totem to take care of the stomach and the head, and then that to finish it off. But it depends which level cards you have. So if your limb cards are really high level compared to the cards I'm using here, then obviously pick these limb cards first. But it's all trial and error, I suppose. But this is what I'm going to choose for this one. I'm choosing to take care of the stomach and head first, and then try to move on to the other parts. I've chosen legs because they should have the higher health. Oh, managed to do it on the second round, so don't have to worry about showing up the next round of cards. But in that instance, it worked well for me because they're quite high level. But if these are low level, then again pick the limb cards, and if not, the other versions. So this one we've got a choice of. So I wouldn't do that one because again, that swarm fusion would be hard to do at the same time. So flank shot just takes care of a lot of armor, and that'll be pretty decent. It's quite high. Swarm's quite good, but these are quite low, so I probably wouldn't pick that. That's good limb attack. Again, that's good limb attack with armor, so these are pretty good as well, and that's good head only. So I'll probably do head only, and if I don't kill it with the head only, I'll move to stomach, and if that doesn't work, I use this to take care of all the limbs to smash it. Only because my head card's ridiculously high level, so like out of all of these cards, my head deck of those three seem to be the highest combination. So it's all down to what your highest combo of cards are. So yeah, I'm going to head first. I'm going to use the flank to take care of the armor. So I'm going to expose this and destroy it at the same time. I should have plenty left over to destroy the armor of the chest. We'll see. Ooh. The armor's going down quite slowly. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. So I haven't managed to destroy the armor and stomach, which is a shame. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm pretty confident in the rest of my decks. So now let's go to the flank one, because this will shred the armor around it. Just start from the top. Doesn't matter where you start really, as long as it's close. So once it's done one armor piece, so you want to be once you finish destroying armor, move on to the next piece, because it's flank shot. It will it will destroy body pieces as you're taking care of the armor. So you can see it's already destroyed the shoulder, and now I'm moving on to the stomach, so I really want to get rid of that armor, which I've done it. Sweet. So keep attacking stomach. Actually, destroy. Could have destroyed some more limbs, but it's still pretty good. So last attack left to do. I'm just going to pick again, that's armor, she wouldn't pick that. So that's limb, that's good. And that's armor, she wouldn't pick that. So this would be a choice between either limb card or that card, these two. That one's the highest one I've got compared to these ones and swarm. So I'll likely pick that. But again, if these are ridiculously high, then you could pick that. But these are the better one out of the two ones I've got. So I'll pick that. I'll do limbs first because it has got a limb card on it. So I quickly managed to take care of the health of all these no probs, and then leaves me the stomach. So, easy, done, smashed. So moving on to 18. Juck, let's have a look what we've got here. That's quite good as well because that's quite high. It's quite low, wouldn't use that one. That's quite low, you wouldn't use that one. That's quite good because it's limb. It's frag, which just take care of the armor, and it's the flak shot, which takes care of, once you deal with the armor, it takes care of the body part next to it. So that is pretty good. That's pretty good as well. But again, that's two exposed body parts. So once we get rid of all the armor, that will be a good secondary. And again, that's armor one with limbs and fusion. So I'm torn between that one and that one because they're both high level. But I'll do that one because I like the damage of the flak shot taking care of the body afterwards. And then I'll use that to finish it off. So I should be able to hopefully shred the armor on that one. Start with limbs. Get rid of the armor. Move on to the next one. Armor's gone. Get that armor. Will I have enough to get rid of the helmet maybe? So, nah, it's too high level. Too high level. No worries. Score submitted. Alright, let's do the next one. Which is this one. Again, take care of all the limbs first and finish off in the head. This should be able to destroy these easy. That one. That one. Legs are decent size health bars, so taking a bit longer to take care of, but that's all the body parts exposed. And move on to head to see if we can take care of some armor there. Okay. So what's left us with? Oh, do you know what? That was a bad round. That was a bad round. Bad choice. Bad choice. Should have done a limb on that. Oh, did manage to do it. I really didn't expect to do it because that was a very bad choice of cards. Because it didn't leave me. Because these were quite high level. It didn't leave me much to do it. So I didn't think I was going to manage to do it, but I managed to do it just amount of time. So really, the better choice were previously because it did leave the stomach and head with armor exposed, so I got lucky. I was lucky in that. So the better choice would have used like this deck to take care of all the armor first, and use a body card to take care of the stomach and torso a lot more efficiently. So wasn't that good one. So I will try to do when I get more and more efficient with the solo raids, I will do better techniques. So we'll do follow-up videos. Hopefully I can do a follow-up video for this for even better techniques. Again, if you find a better method or techniques for each round I'm showing this video, leave it in the description below, and then I can do a follow-up video with your recommended techniques to see if we can do it even quicker or a more efficient method. So leave your comment below. I will mention it again at the end of the video. So I could try the fusion to reduce the armor, because the problem I'm having is getting rid of the armor. I probably will still use the head card to begin with, because it's you know, massive, takes out massive damage, and then I'll probably try to use the fusion or that in some way to try to reduce the health. But also I'm gonna give it this fusion a quick go to see how much armor it takes off. But I'm pretty confident that this is not going to do anything. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So we find out just how much it's going to take off the armor. It looks like it's doing armor quite well. So it's done on the limbs armor quite well. It's left the head with a lot. So again, I'll probably use the head to destroy that completely. Let's have a look. But there's still loads of armor left in those. So let's smash this. And last time it hardly did any armor reduction on the stomach, didn't it? Which is a shame. I wonder if I can take care of it with just taking care of the limbs. If the torso needs to be destroyed as well. We'll find out in a sec. That's all the armor gone, which is good. It's the last attack. Okay, again using that one because it's the highest one. Let's see if I can do enough damage. This is limb. Push. Push. take its legs out. So 200 health, 198, 190. Oh, looks like I might be able to do it. Just done it with 2 seconds. Wow, that was lucky. That was extremely lucky. Now, I didn't think I'd be able to do it without touching the torso, so that's very good. So we just managed to get that, these level cards. So when you get to stage 20, it then changes again, because then you've got differences where it has buffs and debuffs. So this one has a Whisper of Resistance down to Affliction chance. So basically, affliction cards won't be worked as well on this as it should. 9 seconds. Oh, I probably won't do it. Stomach. It's 400 left. No. And it doesn't look like he did it. Now I could try a combination of other things. Maybe some of the, because there's only a slight reduction on afflictions, so the other types of decks could work. But I do feel my cards aren't sufficient enough to finish off stage 20. So for me, on these levels of cards, stage 20 looks to be my limit. So I'm going to switch over to my main account to carry on from stage 20 and see how further I can get. Now we're on stage 20. So low jack, which is don't attack left hand normally in clan raids. So which body parts say that fusion takes care of all the armor, which would be good. That will be if there's exposed body parts. Flank shot would be quite well to take care of the armor as well. Exposed body parts, and this one has affliction chance reduction, so I wouldn't use these ones which has affliction on it just yet, because it has a reduction on it. So that has one affliction, has one affliction, that's another affliction on it. So that has 2 afflictions on it, so I probably will do that one. Even though it has 2 afflictions, it's a big damaging body part one, and it'll also, so it takes, basically I want to take care of, get rid of all the armors I can, so I'll be one of these 2. So even that has a lot of affliction on it, the cards are quite high level, so I probably will use that to take care of the armor, and then a flak shot to finish it off. Oh, so fusion, so 2 seconds, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So it counts 2 seconds while going around the board. I've already taken care of most of the limbs, so it's down to the head, legs, and now it's just stomach and head. Looks like I can get rid of the head. Will we get stomach in time? Oh, not enough just for stomach, but that's fine. So I'll probably, looking at the fact I've reduced pretty much all the armor's gone, I won't need to use flak shot anymore, just because it's got 2 armor cards. So it's got that one, and it's also got this card, and because there's no armor left, there's no point using it. So limb card would be good. Not that again, because it's got an armor card on it. So probably a limb card because it's got 1 affliction on it, and if there's some parts left, I can use a Victory March to finish it off. So with the fact of limb card will reduce, will expose loads of skeletons, it will leave the Victory March quite powerful if we need it for the 3rd and final round. So let's expose all these bad boys. Head's taking a bit of a beating. And take care of the armor as well. Got rid of the armor. So yeah, that leaves just 300 health. I don't see having any problems with it with final deck. So again, Victory March to finish it off. There we go. So you should see this reduce health significantly quickly. So the head's gone quickly. There you go, stomach. There you go. Look how fast that's going, because there's pretty much just skeletons left. So yeah, no problems at all with that one. So next one's 21. This one's, it's got the portal has a buff on all armor damage. So armor damaging cards, which means we can get rid of the armor a lot quicker. So let's have a look what armor cards we've got. So that's flak shot, be quite good. That's chest would be quite good. Limb would be quite good. There's not many armor ones. That's body, again, exposed skeletons. Limb deck would be quite good, that one. Chest would be good in that one. Swarm would be good. And flak shot. So I'm looking at that one because they're very high level. And that one for chest only. So between these two first. Now I'm going to go for chest only first. Because it's one of the highest health. I just want to smash it. Yeah, that was easy. I think that's going to be disposed of fairly quickly. Yeah, that's gone. Moving on to the head now. See if we can get rid of the armor on the head. Would be quite nice. Which I don't see any problems with. Nope. So how much of the head health we can get rid of. And we've disposed of that as well. This would be quite an easy round. So that lives limbs only. So on my second round, I'll do flak shot. That one. Because when you attack armor, it'll attack the health next to it. So I'm not going to attack the body part. I'm attacking the armor parts, which will take care of the body parts at the same time. So let's get rid of all this armor first. There you go, done. Easy. So that was an easy round. I say easy because I've got high level cards, so it's easy. If you're ever stuck on this, obviously use the attack patterns and the cards I'm recommending. But if you're stuck, just level up your cards. Unfortunately, that's the only way. So these ones we've got at the moment. So that will be good for taking care of the armor. Again, that could be chest only, so that'd be good. That's armor and limbs, which would be quite good. That's when there's body parts exposed, which would be good as well. That's armor as well, and singular attack body part. So I've got quite a lot of choice. I'm going to go for this one because again, this could be limb, but just because, well, no reason. One of these two would be good just for limbs, but that's all body parts. So I'm going to start with chest, and then I'm going to expose the head, and then work my way around. Just because this is for all parts, so it's just expose that as quickly as we can. I have to expose it quick, and then once I'm attacking the head, it will attack the body as well. So that's exposed. So now it should be attacking the body while I'm attacking the head. Move on to the next one. There you go. So it's starting to attack these exposed parts. Hopefully, I was hoping to get another. Oh, just one hit away from exposing that armor part as well. It doesn't matter. We've got quite a lot of body parts exposed. So let's see what body part decks we've got. That's still quite good for the remaining armor. That's good for the chest. So that is the body part card. So we'll use that to kill off the stomach, head, and then make my way around for the rest of the limbs. That's very strong decks. So let's expose these. That's gone easy within a couple of seconds. There you go. Some big chunks coming out now. Bloop. Leg. A little tick on the knee. And that should be it. Smashed. This is fairly simple. So I only had to use two rounds on that one, which was good. So round 23. So look at this info. So it says Surge of Glory. So all support cards. So support cards have boost. So bear that in mind. So these are for a body parts. We didn't use that yet. So it's affliction. That's support. So it's all body parts. That support would be quite good, and it takes care of armor as well. That's headshot. That'd be quite good. Body. So I could do head only or body part on that. I will probably use head only first, just because these are fairly high, and it would. Well, I just want to smash off that body part straight away. And after the head is totally destroyed, I'll move on to the stomach or torso, and then make my way around with the limbs. So yeah, that absolutely destroyed the head, so that was easy. So this destroyed the stomach. And smash. I moved on to the shoulder, but accidentally. Bit of a distraction there. Right, now one body part exposed, so I'll probably use Flak Shot, taking care of the rest of the armor. And while it does that, it will be attacking this one. So that takes care of the armor, but while it does so, it will be attacking the exposed body parts. So there you go. So it's attacking the torso. Now it's attacking the shoulder. It's attacking all those lovely exposed body parts while I just take care of the armor. So it's doing a nice bit of damage. And now when all body parts exposed, I'm just getting rid of the weak ones first, which are the limbs being weak, and torso to finish it off. Probably not going to be able to do it in time. 150, 140, no, just a bit too short, but it doesn't matter. We can pretty much use any deck now. It wouldn't matter. It just needs that little tickle to finish. I would use, just to be safe and sure, you wouldn't use that because that's armor. You could use that to finish it off, or you could use that pretty much any, but I'm using that one just because it's a body part and it's strong, and it shouldn't be any problem, but just to be sure. But better be safe than sorry. There you go, done. Don't really matter. It's another easy one. You could use Victory March one as well in there because there was a lot of skeletons exposed, but it wasn't necessary really. Right, so you got loads of armor exposed. So that let's have a look at the buffs on this one. Okay. All head damage is reduced. So if there was a head only deck, if there is, so there's a torso one. Okay, so that's 20% reduction. So that wouldn't be good to use on this round because there's a head reduction for that in effect. Victory March, not yes, because we haven't got any skeletons exposed. So these two are out for the moment. That one's out. That's good attack, but only if there's body part no armor. So if there's body part exposed. So that one's out for the moment as well. So that leaves these three. So this is torso only, which will be good to use. Again, Flak Shot, which takes care of the armor, and this will be fusion with all of them. But I'm going to do torso first, and then maybe that to reduce the armor, and that could be a finisher. But I don't think I don't know if we use it. So let's do torso only. Let's get rid of that armor and stomach. Just absolutely destroy it. Take care of that. Done. Move on to the leg. Take care of that as well. Might be able to take care of the arm on another leg. Yeah, easy. Can I finish off the whole leg as well? Yeah, it just made it in time. Okay. So it's got its stomach and pants down, so it's exposed. So I'm going to use Flak Shot just because it's when it's attacking. Well, when I get rid of the armor, it's going to attack the body parts quite quickly. So get rid of that. There you go. So it's going to take care of the hand while it explains the armor. Same with this one. This one. It's time to get rid of all the limbs. And it leaves just the head. The arm is quite gone on that one. Oh, will I do it in time? Oh, will I do it with one deck? Ah, yes, just. Now, if I didn't have enough hits left, if I didn't manage to kill the head, then I would use the head only deck to finish it off, just because it would have been the most powerful one. Even though there's a head reduction, having a head only deck still give it the most power damage. So look at this one. This is all raid damage. Okay, this is on support. All raid damage. Looks like support's up. And for this one, I could use Flank Shot. Oh, that could be for armor as well. That's for limb. That could be for limb. So at the moment, I'm choosing between either that's one limb only with that fusion, or that one. These two. Now this one, because that's got a limb specific, I'm going to use this one first because I'm going to start with the stomach and head and then work my way around with the limbs. I always try to start with stomach and head first because it has the most health. So if I can get rid of those first, then it would make me a happy Soulrise. So at this point, I'm just getting rid of the armor. I'm not concentrating on the body. I'm just trying to expose as much body parts as I can. And once I can get rid of all the armor, then I can work on the limbs. Okay, so that's taken off the majority of it. So now we're looking for a body only one. So again, it wouldn't be that one. That could be limb. So it could use that one, or it could use fusion, but there's not many body parts left. And again, flank shot wouldn't really do much. So it'd probably be out of these two. Because this one's higher than that one, I'll probably use this one. Just because it's got a high level of cards on them. So again, just finish that one off. These rounds are very simple for me, just because I've got high level cards. But again, if you're struggling, then I just obviously do more raiding to level up those cards. Now we're on round 26. Look at the buffs on this one. This is a burst chance, has a reduction, so you've got to keep an eye out for that. We use that one, so torso would be good. It does have a burst in it, but it's still torso only. That's good, but you need the armor destroyed first. That could be good for torso only as well. So you've got two torso only ones. That one's got more specific on torso, because that's a torso card and that's a torso card. So that's more likely to do more damage than that one. So I'll probably start with that torso first. Then that's a good limb deck. So I'll probably do torso, maybe limb, and that is if the armor's exposed, use that to finish it off. So I'll do torso first. Now on Mocha you're meant to leave torso, but Solar Raids is slightly different. So that should be, yep, should be going quite quickly. Should be done. Oh, done already. Okay, move on to the head. We don't know. I don't have enough to get rid of the arm and head, but it's fine. It's fine. Did I have a flak shot deck in there somewhere? No, I didn't. Okay, that was exposed as well. So let's do limb or that one. I'll go for limb. Let's just smash these as much as I can. And we're destroying these completely, so I literally concentrate on one part at a time. Just seeing how many limbs we can kill off. Make my way around. No, I think that might be it. One leg. Leg's got quite a lot of HP in it. So now he leaves us one card left, one round of cards left, which I'm going for this one. I'm doing head because that's the highest health left. I haven't got much armor left. It should go quite quickly. There you go. That should just a head. Oh no, a bit of a leg. And that's killed it. But to be honest, that wasn't very good. I could have used more armor reducing cards first and then finished off with the body parts. I didn't use as many armor because that score there, those level scores are pretty poor. So I should have used for my attack 2 instead of limb cards, are more armor reducing cards to get rid of more of the armor, and then use attack 3 because there wasn't any body parts exposed. That was quite poor, to be honest. I still passed it, but I didn't pass it efficiently. So just note for you guys. So affliction has a bonus, so you bear that in mind. That could be quite good. So armor, Let's see. That'd be quite good head only. Because affliction has a bonus, it's got 2 afflictions there, and it does multiple body parts. I'm going to use this card to start with to well, basically do as much as I can. So again, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So I'm counting 2 seconds on both parts, well, on one part, and then moving on to the next one. And once armor has been destroyed, I'm leaving it out of the cycle, and then I'm going to concentrate. So I'm missing out shoulder now, and now I'm just doing the head. All that's left now is head, stomach, and legs. No, it's just the head and legs. Oh, there you go. So it's just the stomach and head, but it's pretty much rinsed all the armor and everything else. Now what have we got? Attacks left. Because that's going to be attacking the armor, but while it's attacking the armor, it's going to take care of all the body parts around it. So just do the head first to get rid of that armor one there. And once that armor's exposed, concentrate on the stomach. The stomach's going to take care of everything now. And I still can concentrate on the stomach. So now all the armor's taken care of. Body part's done. Do the head next. That's going quite quickly. I haven't managed to do it in 2 rounds, which is a shame because there's not much health left. There's only 300 left. So now I'm just looking for any body part only ones to finish it off. So that would be quite good. That wouldn't be because it's armored. That would be. And that wouldn't be because it's health head only. So it would be a choice between that one or that one. But I'm choosing that one just because I don't have to worry about keeping an eye on the totems flying in. So smash that one. Moving on to the legs. And done. Goodbye. Round 28. Okay, let's look at the info. So this is torso damage reduction. So watch out for torso cards. So that's armor 1, which would be quite good. Flank shot again, rinse out all the armor. Head only would be quite good. And yeah, so I can either use head only, just absolutely smash the head, or I can do armor while it hits the body parts as I take care of the armor, or that one to rinse all the armor as well. I'm going to go for that one. It was a choice between these two, but yeah, armor first. It's up to you. Whichever level cards are the highest, you can pick. You get some body parts exposed. Let's see if we can rinse this armor first. Yes, exposed. Now move on to the head. While it attacks the stomach. And once that's exposed, and then move on to the next one. That should be very quick. There we go. Oh, nearly got that armor as well. Quite a hefty amount of damage done, but mostly the armor. I want some body part attacks done, so I could use that to finish it off. But what we'll do is going to completely destroy the head, and then what's ever left, work on the torso, just because they have the most health. So let's get rid of the head. There you go. 700. 600 left. Will I be able to do in this round? Let's find out. Shoulder, hands. Let's concentrate on those exposed parts. Yes, managed to do it just in time. So that's quite lucky, but it's because I've got high level cards. So if I didn't have a high level head card, I'll probably use just a body type card. Now on to round 29, and it's arm damage, to increase arm damage. So we've got arm dex will be quite handy. So again, flat shot quite handy to get rid of all those armor. So we need to get rid of armor as well. That's limb deck with armor, so that could be quite useful because armor's going to be limbs are going to be quite powered now. That would be quite good as well. Reduced armor. Oh, that's a limb deck only, but I want to get rid of the armor, so I can either I'm going to use either that one of these two because they're quite high, but I use limb one because of the bonus. So I'm going to start with the limbs and just, all I'm doing it because exposing, get rid of the armor basically. And once I get rid of the armor, pew, 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 and then I'm gonna see if I can get rid of the limbs themselves. That's that one done. Probably, yeah. 4 can do more than 2 limbs, but 2 limbs are alright. Now, we still need to get rid of more armor, mainly the torso and the head. So I'm going to use that one because while it's attacking torso and head, it's going to destroy the rest of the limbs. So it's going to be quite handy. So if I try and stomach, see how I'm doing that. It says attacking all the limbs around it at the same time. So let's do it. Do me a favor, reducing the health while I take care of the armor. And once the armor's gone, move above. So it takes care of the stomach health as well. Now it's just getting rid of all the health. Now there's no armor exposed. It's just reducing as much health as we can. How much have we got left? 500? 400? Okay, easy. 400 health left. I'm sure there's a decent body only. That one, I'll probably use that one. Again, it's got 2 body parts. Body decks to use. This is very simple. Just concentrate on the stomach because that's the highest health. And that should be enough. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, next one. Portal 30. This is when you get to stage 30 and above, it then has 2. It has a buff and debuff. So it has a buff of raid damage on the portal, and then it has a debuff of all burst damage. So it's again to keep a note of that. So this one, you want to get rid of all the armor as much as we can. So you've got fusion with armor, which is quite good. Limb armor, which would be okay. That would be all body part. That's when the skeleton's exposed. That could be good because that takes care of the armor, and then body when exposed, limb, and that one. So I can use this one because I want to expose. I need to expose the chest and head straight off, and then unexpose as many limb parts as I can. Let's get rid of this. Head. Next one. Come on, come on. Thank you. Thank you. It's attacking, it's attacking, it's attacking. Oh, I didn't get rid of it. Okay. That's still quite good. 1 million. And let's go to exposing more limb parts. Now I need to kill off as much limbs as I can, so I'll use that one. And yeah, just destroy as much as I can. Done. Next one. Next one. Thank you all. Come on. Let's get this living part. Hopefully I've got enough to do the shoulder as well, because the more I expose, the better. Oh, I nearly got the armor, but not quite. Next one. Last one. Victory March. Start with limb, because again, more body parts exposed, the better. So let's do that. Health gone, health gone. Come on, go, go, go. Thank you. Move on to the head. 600 health. It's going to be close, but we should be alright, guys. Panic, 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 panic. 4, 3, 2. literally, like it was a fraction of a second away to doing it. Oh no! Oops! Something went wrong. Oh please record it. Yeah, it did. The error message from that. Oh, gave me a heart attack. All right, let's have a look. So it got affliction bonus. It's got affliction damage reduction, but then affliction duration bonus. So this one, armor, body part exposed. That will be good for taking care of limbs and exposed body parts. Again, take care of armor, and that's one specific body part. So I'm going to go for armor around. Well, I'm going to start from the stomach, head, and make my way around. And when each body part's exposed, it should take care of that as well. So we're just all we're doing on this is just trying to take care of as much armor as we can. Rip it off in the first round. This armor's gone. Stomach and head. Move on to the next armor one. Let's say me parts we can expose. Can do another leg? Want to make another leg in time? Yeah. Oh, that was really good. We nearly got all the armor taken off on that very first round, which is fantastic. So now we just need body part only, which is that one. That's a really good body part only. That is also good. That's very strong. So it could be out of these two. That's 15, 15, 15. Let's have a look. It says affliction. So you've got one affliction there and one affliction there. So it's here or there, really. That is a bit stronger. But I'm going to go for totem. Just because I'm going to concentrate on stomach and head. And because I'm not going to be moving around a lot, as the stomach, head, the totems should come in to one area specifically to do more damage, and they're very strong. Totems and swarms, especially totems, very strong at the moment. So I know I can destroy these parts fairly easily. Is that one gone? Now to do the other parts. Come on, totem, land on that. Probably, yep, done it. Easy, nice. So just 2 rounds to that one, which we're quite happy with. See that you see a totem was like 1.3 million. Very good. It's the same one as there. It says armor afflictions, exactly the same as the previous round. Hopefully we have the same sort of decks. Is it torso only? Nope. Okay. So at the moment, because that's limbs, no armor reduction. This is torso only, which is good. I might use. There isn't any really armor reduction cards apart from that one, but they're not very good cards. So what I would do, you could use that to overall reduce everything, but at the moment, again, that's exposed body parts, that's limbs, that would be good. And also once all the armor's taken off, that would be good as well. But I'm going to use torso only, just because these ones are quite high level and totem's quite good, just so I can at least take off a lot of health in the middle at least. So once that torso is completely destroyed, which will be in a sec, move on to the head. Hopefully I can take off quite a bit of head armor. So there we go, that's the torso destroyed. So I can get some totems in throughout the head. Yeah, easy. Let's destroy the head. Well, say destroyed head to take off as much head health as I can. So it's not too bad. 1.3 million. Now again, we need more armor reducing amounts, but I don't see any decent armor reducing ones. It's limbs and that one, and limb that one. I'll probably do limb, but it needs to be parts exposed. So at the moment, I'm just trying to see if exposed body parts. Take them out. Just one limb done. You're probably wondering, why have you left the head exposed? I mean, it's exposed. Why are you just killing off the head? There's a reason for that. Because this is a limb only card, I'm concentrating on limbs. And if I don't have enough, I'm going to use the Victory March. Because there'll be loads of skeletons exposed to which I know would 100% kill off the Titan. So it wasn't enough. I thought this round would be enough anyway. But unfortunately it wasn't. So now I've got quite a few body parts exposed. it's left me Victory March, because I know I've got a couple of decks with Victory March in them. So well, I've got 2. So I know that because that's body part. So body part, fusion, Victory March would be quite good. So the more body parts exposed, the better. So I'll do this one because it's nearly gone. So there's even more body parts exposed, and yeah, that gives me more power to take care of the head, which I've got plenty of power left to do. So that's why I wanted to kill as many limbs as I can to expose more skeleton parts, which will give Victory March more power. So 3/3. So this one is support bonus. Oh, support effects down, support effects up. Okay, and with sterile, it's normally don't attack shoulders and right hand and right leg, so it's chest and head. I find after stage 30 that the chest and head are the main parts to concentrate on anyway, because they've got the highest health to get rid of. But let's have a look which ones we've got. So we've got head only, that would smash that all through. Torso only, again, I could use just these 2 to begin with to complement each other. And then that's a finishing off one. That's when body parts exposed, because we've got the body card there. And then you also got that would be good to, once you destroyed one part, to use the flank to take off some health from another one. Again, with no armor, that would be a good card. That would be quite good if you want to take off all body parts, but I just want to concentrate on the torso and head for now. Let's see, which cards are these? Support up, support down. It's got quite a lot of support on those ones. I'm going to do torso first, see how well this goes. Just because totem, it's got totem in it, so you want to hopefully. Oh, missed that one. That's not a good start. Not a good start. So it's got rid of the armor, which is good. I've missed another fairy. Ah, Soulrise, what are you doing? Torso. I should better get rid of it all in the one attack. Yep. So move on to the head, just to help reduce its armor for the next one. Okay, so that's 1.45 million. Not bad. So I'm gonna do head only one, and if I've done the head, I'll move on to the legs, because they're normally quite a bit of health remaining on the legs. But maybe it might be enough just to head. Probably no, definitely not. Let's take care of this then. Let's take care of the armor on that. Thought maybe there'd be enough health on the head to finish it off, but it does not seem to be the case. Looks like I've got to take its legs with it. So it looks like I can't finish it off just in 2 rounds. It's not too bad. I'm pretty sure just that leg would be enough to finish it off. So let's look what we've got left. Pretty much at this point, pretty much use anything. It's just one body part, so I'll probably use either that one or that one. I'll probably use flank, just because. That's why I did that. I can move on to the next body part. I don't really need to. Look, it's got 50. It's got 50 health left. It's done. It's done. Easy. Because you could have used any deck. It didn't really matter. Now we're going to move on to stage 34. So body damage up, support effects down. So what we got? Limbs, like get rid of armor. That's what we need to get. Head only. I'll probably use that. Swarm. That'd be quite good actually. And exposed body parts. So I'll probably do head only just for now. Just to smash away that head. Because again, it's normally just head, stomach, and legs is enough. You don't have to destroy all the body parts, just those 3 things. So we do that. We'll do chest next. Go down. The head was taken care of quite quickly, and reduce the armor somewhat, but not enough. See, not a lot of damage on that one, but that's okay. We still got this. So it's limbs. So what else we got? I'll use that next. So in this one, because you get once you destroyed armor, it takes care of the health. Once I've got rid of the armor here, I'll move on to the legs, while it attacks the stomach, and then once I got rid of the arm on both legs, that's when I'll go back to attacking. Okay, so we've got all that exposed. I just really wanted those 3 parts, body parts exposed for my final attack. Now you could carry on attacking the armor around while it destroys the middle bit, but I wouldn't. Just this triangle middle section will be enough to destroy it. So in the last round, I want a body type only, so this one will be really good. What other body types have we got? And that's pretty much it. I'll probably use that one. That's the main body type. Get rid of the stomach. So I've got to take care of 1,000,000. See, wow, absolutely taking out a lot of health. Now this wasn't really a sufficient way of the decks I've used. These are easy because I've got higher level cards. So if you found an easier method or combination of decks, leave a comment below with your combination and the rounds you've used them in, and I will do an updated video for more efficiency. So at the moment I'm just doing like decks that work for me and the combinations, and hopefully it gives you an idea of which way to steer and which types. But again, it's all about the level of your cards as well. So if your cards aren't as high as mine, if they're even higher, it doesn't really matter. The higher they are, the easier it is. But if they're lower, it might be more difficult. So that's why you might need to be a bit more sufficient. But leave a comment with if you've got a better, basically, build on the round that I've used. So on this one, armor. So look, it's got fusion actually. I'll probably use that one. So again, I'm trying to get rid of all the armor. So go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Count 2 seconds. We'll go around the whole body. So I've already exposed the shoulder there. So now I'll move them down to the legs. Probably expose the other shoulder soon. Yep, the shoulder's gone. Now I'm just doing the triangle middle bit. Oh, it wasn't enough to do the bottom left. Oh, no, yeah, there wasn't enough to do bottom left leg, which is a shame, but it's okay. So what attacks we've got left? Could use that to take care of the stomach armor while it does damages to the rest of the body, which I'm going to do. So while it takes care of that, it should be attacking all these exposed body parts. There you go, taking off health as I'm reducing the armor. See this one as well quickly, and he's head left. And then once that's done, I just need a body only to yeah, finish it off basically. All the armor is exposed. Look at that. Oh, we've got what, 750 health left. Not bad. So a body only deck we need now, guys, to finish it off. Let's have a look. Okay, it's one of these two. I'm going to use that one. It's Victory March. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on the weaker limbs, because more skeletons are exposed, then the stronger this is going to get. So I'm going to start off on the shoulders, and then the hands, and the other hand, just because I want more skeleton parts exposed quickly. Legs. Should be enough. Yeah, it was enough. It was enough. Luckily it was enough. But yeah, in that instance, it's obviously more skeleton parts the better. Right, and what round are we on now? We're on round 36. Look at the affliction, arm damage down, affliction up. Okay, so that's a chest, and swarm head only. So there's a chest only and a head only. I'll do head only first. Let's absolutely smash that quickly. Get rid of it completely. Normally for a clan raid attack, Stels don't attack both shoulders, right hand and right leg. So it would be head, stomach and left leg only attacks, which is what we're going to be doing anyway. So it's reducing the armor of that. So we've done the head, 900, not too bad. It would have been over 1 million, would have been better, but still not too bad, not too bad. And now we're doing, where's the torso one? There's a better torso one, wasn't there? Is that the only one? Yeah. Okay. So we're doing torso only. So it's getting rid of this completely. And once this is destroyed, work on the 2 bottom legs. So start with the left leg, taking the armor off that, and go from there. So it should be 300 health. How many left? Oh yeah, got 261 health left. So yeah, so we need to reduce something to do limb only now, and that has armor effect on it, so we can rip off the leg, or limbs, mostly limbs is what we're looking for. So you can have, where's the limb deck? So we've got no limb decks, so we need an armor reducing one. That's good if there was a body part exposed, and that's good, but that's for chest, and that's got a fusion bomb. What I'm going to do is going to do that one, because once the armor exposed, it's not an armor card, it's a body card, but I'm hoping the armor will be taken off quickly and then make short work of the body underneath, which is exactly what it's doing. Let's take off the next armor one. It should make short work underneath. Yeah, it does. Exactly. Perfect. Perfect. Just as predicted. But that would have been genuinely weak. If it would have been just armor of taking care of, trying to get rid of, then it wouldn't have worked as well. But luckily it was high level cards, so it worked out in the end. So we've got all head damage, but burst down, head damage up. So that's a good one for let's obviously get rid of the, that's limb. So limb and armor, that would just be better one. That's a good one when not most of the body parts taken care of. That's a good armor one as well. Chest, that'd be a good one. So we've got chest one there. So we've got chest one, flank one. I think I'm going to use chest first, and then with that, see if I can take care of the armor of the other stuff as well. So let's see if I can actually collect fairies and yeah, hit the actual fairies when I go past this time. So the chest should be taken care of quite swiftly. It's nearly down, it's nearly down. One more fairy, there you go. Done. Let's try to reduce some of the armor on the head here. Okay, that's not too bad, nearly 1.4 mil. Got rid of the head. So I'm now going to use flank one. There's different versions of flank. It's flank limb armor, which would be good. And then there's flank that one. And again, flank armor. I'm going to use armor because there's still quite a lot of armor parts left. But what I'm going to do is take the armor off first. And once the armor's gone, move down to the legs and take the legs off armor, because you need to take care of the head, stomach and both legs for it to be enough health for it to be destroyed. So I'm going to make sure the armor is taken rid of all these sections, the middle section, triangle section first, so that it's the last round. All I need is a decent body card, and that will be it. So I've got, yeah, 700 health to do just a body deck, which will be fine. Should be fine. Let's find a decent body deck. Let's have a look. That will do. That'll be pretty strong. So start with head. So I should have the most health out of the compared to the legs. So once the head's taken care of, it should be. Is it bash? There you go. Done. I probably looking at that, I probably didn't even need to take care of the other leg, but better being safe than sorry. So I'm going to use fusion bomb, I reckon, just to weaken all the armor, weaken down as much as I can. Mainly on the head and torso is what I'm aiming for. Let's use all this. Count to 2 seconds. Moving on to the next one. I've missed a couple of bombs there. Still hitting it. So hopefully... Well, we've done the shoulders. Knee done the legs. Oh, still not bad. So now we've got to do head. We'll do head only. And then once whatever's left from that, I'm going to concentrate on torso, because torso's got a huge amount of health. Destroy the head. Come on. Come on, laddie. There we go. We're trying to reduce much as the armor we can to help for the final rounds, which is going to be close. It's going to be close. I don't think we do it with 1.42 health and having to take care of the armor. I don't see how that's going to happen. I might be stuck on 38 stage at the moment. Retry submission. Score submitted. Thank you. Let's have a look. Do this one. Let's have a look at that. I need taking care of it. Bosh! Then 130 mil health to get rid of quickly. Oh, 10 seconds. Nah, it's not gonna happen. Oh, nah, at least I've got like 600 health left, but that's quite big. So the big attack on that one, looking at the scores, is they're all like a million health, a million, but it's just Sly, but 600. So there's probably some tweaking. So that's raid portal 38, which looks like I'm stuck at the moment. I did clear it. I did get to 41 last time, but I can't quite remember what the decks I used. Let me know. That's probably the hardest I can do at the moment. I will try to level up the cars and try different tactics, but let me know which tactics, if you found better decks or better tactics for certain rounds, please leave it in the comments below. I will do a follow-up, hopefully every Monday. I'll try to tweak it to give the best builds and hopefully increase levels. I hope I get to stage 40 and then get to stage 50. So we'll progress and we'll do it together. But yeah, leave your comments if you've had on different better deck examples and success in different rounds, especially the 30 stage plus stages. I feel a lot of people are stuck around about the 30 stages. If you like the video, subscribe, follow for more Tap Tycoon 2 content. I do also stream on Twitch every Sunday at 8 PM, so join me there as well. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.